Oh my god. Is that a nugget? Alright, hang on. Hang on. What's up guys, my name is Chris from Vo-Gus Prospecting. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome, and if you're an old moldy hat that's keeping me warm this morning, welcome back. Everyone has been asking me where to get the potato pan in North America, and I finally have the answers. It's Placer Designs. They make this pan and that classifier. A massive thank you to Mark for sending me these pans from Placer Designs. Now this pan's a little different to the one you see me using from Aussie Gold. Before I go too much further, I just want to say that the main factor that you would order one from BC is because you lived in Canada or the United States. And the main reason you order one from Aussie Gold is because you live in Australia. The shipping is what kills both of these transactions. But first, check out the gold I got in the very first pan. That is unreal how many specks of gold are in there. It is super cool. The main difference with the pan from Placer Designs is the profile. It's nowhere near as steep and it's a lot wider than what you're going to get from the ones from Aussie Gold. That just means that it can hold a lot of dirt and you don't have to use quite as much momentum to get everything going. Whichever one you end up with, it won't make any difference. They are fantastic pans. This thing is huge. That's 4 full shovels and it's not full, but I don't want to have to lift something that heavy, so we're going to stop there. Alright, 4 shovels down to that in what, under a minute? There we have it. Super fine gold coming out at the back here. Look at all that gold. There is heaps of it in this dirt. For a little bit of reference, the way the potato pan works is centrifugal force, first and foremost, throws off the light stuff. But it's a continuous stratification movement. So it means as you're swirling the pan, the dirt's moving within that pan itself and the heavies are sinking to the bottom, to that point, to the cone point at the bottom. As it does that, stratification puts the heaviest things at the bottom and then it layers everything from heaviest to lightest all the way up. And that means that the gold is protected by a layer of heavy ironstone or black sand or whatever the heavy is within your area. So that means so long as your swirling action keeps the heavies at the bottom, you're never going to blow gold out, which is why you can catch ultra fine gold just like that. Found a pan. This way, always check your mullock piles just in case. That was easy. Ah. Bit of, I don't know, soft copper wire, aluminium, something like that. This hole's where I found my little specimen the other day high banking. And these are my coarse tailings that I pushed back into the hole. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity just to make sure there's nothing else kicking around. My high banking hole, straight across on the bedrock. I think it's going to be a bit of wire. That's my hunch. Yep, a bit of fencing wire. You can tell because when I pinpointed it, it would pinpoint really loud one way, you'd turn 90 degrees and it'd almost disappear. So when the coil was going over it lengthways, hard signal. Other way, it's tiny, so nothing. No fridge, no problem. We stripped this all with a high banker, and then we used the tailings to refill this hole, but we had a flood and it stripped all those tailings away. What I'm interested in is, when it stripped those tailings away, did it leave any of the gold we missed behind, or did it uncover new gold? Because the fast water has eroded more of this bank. So we're going to yabby pump this up and have a look. You know, yesterday I found out that you can't buy the steel versions of these in the United States or Canada, which is insane. Apparently these are just Australian things. These are called a Wilson's bait pump. Right. Oh my God. Is that a nugget? Alright, hang on. Hang on. This doesn't happen very often. Look at that. That has to be a nugget. I've got to change the settings on the camera so I can zoom in. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Okay. Well, it's not quite a nugget, but it's definitely a picker. Holy Jesus. Woo! I am not going to argue about that. That is amazing. Wow. Okay, I've got to clean the rest of this up so you can see how many little bits we got. Considering I had cleaned this up once before and we've only had one set of floods come through, that is an amazing freaking pan. There'd be well over 100 bits of gold in that. And that is a nice piece. That's one of the better pieces I've seen come out from this area. People say that, like, I'm lucky, or you see someone else go out and get a big bit of gold and that they're lucky, but luck favors the prepared mind and those who are out there doing it. The more you do something, the luckier you get. That's a principle I try to live by, because if you get better at it, which is the prepared mind thing, you do everything in your power to be the best you can at something, and then you do it a lot, usually good things happen. I've been going for a little while now. You can see that I have basically cleared off all of the gravel on the bedrock, so we will yabby pump that out and process it. My pile of mullock is growing quite high. And the gold is going well. Every single pan looks like this. We're talking 50 plus bits, and every pan has a couple of nicer, sort of coarser bits in it, plus all the micro. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a pretty rough reveal for you. But what an excellent looking pan. That is the last pan I have time for today. It's been a super fast out to the bush and back trip. I've only been here for a couple of hours. 25-ish pans worth. We're going to take the concentrates home, run it over the cleanup sluice, and see what kind of gold we got for today. I don't think that's enough to even warrant sluicing. I might just put that in a pan. So what I was doing was just panning down until I had the base amount of concentrates, a little handful of cons at the bottom of the potato pan, tipping it into a bucket and collecting it. I wasn't actually looking in 90% of my pans. So I don't know exactly what I've got other than that nice piece of gold that we pulled out earlier. We've got a shotgun pellet. We're starting to see some nice gold. There's that beautiful flake. Ooh. Oh yeah. That's not bad for a pan. Let me clean that up and show you properly. How is that for a pan? This is the gold we got for the little saute I had at the creek next to a Clash Guitars pick and an Australian Lego horse for a bit of scale. But now we've got to get this on the scales. I reckon there's about half a gram here because we've got some coarser pieces. Leave your guess in the description below. .57, that's not too bad for 25 pans. 0.57 grams of gold is worth $48.60 Australian at the time of filming. That's 0.0228 grams per pan, or about $2 a pan. Now I've been getting heaps of questions about the potato pan, and I want to summarize it up very simply. No matter if you buy the pan from Aussie Gold or you buy it from Placid Designs or some other manufacturer out there who's creating these pans today, just remember one thing. The world uses these pans. It's only North America, parts of Europe and Australia that use the flat bottom pans like the Garrett Super Sluice. There's nothing wrong with flat bottom pans. They work really well. I used them for 4 years before I switched to the potato pan. Regular pans will always have a place within prospecting. But if I have a choice and I have enough water to use it, I will be using a potato pan from here on out. And no, it doesn't matter whether the bottom comes to a point or it has that little flat spot on the bottom like the one from Aussie Gold. When I did my research looking into the potato pan, I discovered that they quite often have those little flat bottoms and they quite often have those little points. That variation doesn't matter so long as it's little. All it does is changes how fast you swirl the pan. Well, we've come to the end of the show. I hope you did enjoy this episode, and if you'd like to support my channel further, please remember to like that smash button, give this video a share, and possibly hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future adventures or giveaways. And check out the description below because I've got links to my merch store where you can pick up a sweet Vo-Gus prospecting t-shirt or hat, and my Patreon account where we do giveaways every single month and you'll get early access to pay dirt releases. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please give your dog a scratch behind the ears for me, and until next time, peace, and I'm out.